What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today we're going to be talking more Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. So if you guys don't know, this month is kind of like Game Informer's official coverage month. They're going to be coming out with new articles and videos and images and all kinds of stuff all month long. So I'll cover it for you guys as good stuff comes out. But anyway, they just kicked it off a couple of days ago with like a 12-page article. And a lot of what was in there was stuff we already knew and we had seen from the trailers and interviews and things like that. But they had a couple of new things specifically involving multiplayer that I wanted to talk about in this video because it's really interesting. So basically one of the first things that they did is they quoted Sledgehammer in saying that they're bringing some big experiments to the core mechanics that will affect multiplayer and all modes of the game. So basically Sledgehammer is really going out on a limb here. They're really, kind of experimenting with a bunch of different things, and they're really switching the game up more so than we'll probably, have ever seen in the past. So that's kind of exciting, and let's see, what they're working with. So one of the first things that they detailed here is they gave us some more information on what the exoskeleton suits do and what kind of abilities they help you out with. So, we've seen in the trailer, they allow you to jump really high, and they allow you to be super strong and things like that, but we couldn't really see anything else. Well, in this article, they detailed it a little bit more, and most of this stuff I could see being in multiplayer. So number one is the ability to boost dodge towards cover. And what does this sound like? It sounds like the slide from Call of Duty Ghosts or the dolphin dive from Black Ops 2. There's going to be some way that you have thrusters or something on your suit to allow you to quickly move laterally and forward and backwards, things like that, to allow you to get behind cover, get away from gunfire, capture a flag really quickly, whatever it may be. That's likely to be in multiplayer. Now, next up, the second ability they listed was the ability to perform super jumps to elevated positions. This is no surprise here. We saw that multiple times in the trailer. That'll probably make its way into multiplayer as well. Next up, third ability is the ability to climb buildings with magnetic gloves. So we saw a tiny little clip of this in the trailer, and I'm not sure if this is going to make it into the multiplayer, but if it does, I doubt you'll be able to climb basically everything. I'm sure there's going to be certain spots on the map, almost like they put ladders or staircases in certain spots to where you can specifically climb up that spot with those gloves. But I doubt it's going to work everywhere. I doubt we're going to be playing freaking Spider-Man Call of Duty. That'd be nuts. But yeah, that's the third ability. Next up, we've got the fourth ability, which is to cloak yourself with an optic camouflage, which basically means go invisible. I'm not sure how this is going to work out. This is another one of those things where I really doubt that it's going to be widespread in multiplayer and everybody's just going to be able to go invisible whenever they want. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm sure they'll detail that soon. And then finally, the last ability that they mentioned was the ability to hover in midair. And I thought this was kind of cool. Maybe it's going to be like Infamous, if you guys have played the new Infamous, where, you have the ability to hover, but you kind of slowly lose altitude over time. So you could, go from one building to the other one, as long as it wasn't taller. Or, you could get across the gap, across the bridge, something like that, as long as you, jumped at the right height and, timed it right and things like that. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if that works out. But yeah, those were the 5 different abilities that they detailed for these exosuits. Boost dodge towards cover, perform super jumps, climb buildings with magnetic gloves, cloak yourself with an optic camouflage, and hover in midair. Some of those might be in multiplayer. All of them will be in single player. We'll have to wait and find out. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys in this video about is one of the things that I thought was the most cool, and it's a new piece of equipment in this game. So if you guys remember in the trailer, this grenade right here, he throws it up in the air, it kind of scans the area and highlights enemies through walls. Well, this thing is called a variable grenade, and how it works is when you first pull the pin, if you release the grenade quickly, it's a concussive attack. So it's basically like a concussion or a flashbang or something like that, where it's going to, temporarily stun or weaken or blind or deafen the enemies, and it's going to let you know they're there, just like a concussion or a flashbang. But if you hold on to this thing for a certain amount of time, probably for like a second and a half, 2 seconds like that, then it changes into a threat detector grenade, aka the thing that we see in the trailer where it highlights enemies. So it's a variable grenade. It's 2 different grenades in one that, depending on what situation you're in, you can cook it for shorter or longer amounts of time to get it to do what you want to do. And I thought that was really awesome. And I think that really just kind of opens the door for possibilities of new pieces of equipment, different types of strategies and stuff. Maybe we can have a concussion frag grenade where if you throw it really quickly, it just stuns somebody, but if you hold it for a while, it'll kill them. Think about how nice it would be to be able to have both of those things in one piece of equipment, not have to use up two different, created class slots and things like that, and be able to, change it on the fly, change your strategy on the fly. Like, I thought that was pretty cool, and they kind of explain where they're coming from with this thing. The plausibility and the future depicted in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was actually, like, heavily researched. They had, like, the Navy division of Dartmouth come out. They hired people that are, futurists that work for the Pentagon. They hired scientists. They hired all kinds of people to make, the weapons and the equipment and the technology in this game actually, like, relevant and actually plausible to the year 2054. So all the stuff that we see in this game, the exoskeleton suits, all the new pieces of equipment, all the new weapons, things like that, are actually something that we're on the verge of developing at this point in life, which is pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, there you guys have it. That's what I want to let you guys know about. I thought it was pretty interesting. All that information about the exosuits as well as that new variable grenade. As more information comes out, I'll be sure to stay on top of it for you guys. I've actually got some more Advanced Warfare videos I want to bring to you guys, as well as some Ghost stuff, as well as some new series I want to start up and things like that. So it should be a good couple of months leading up until this game. We got a lot of stuff I want to do. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Check out one of your videos. Seen yet? Peace out, guys.